Hey guys, Jason here, architect on the move. Yeah, started off today with a bit of a bang. Tonight we had sent out, you prepare proposals all the time. I'm preparing proposals all the time for new work. And sent one out last night and already got a response back. It's relatively positive. And now we're into this like negotiation phase of talking about what about these extra services? What about these extra? It's basically kind of side selling in a way. The proposal we sent was for basically pure architectural drawings. My company rarely stays in our own lane. A lot of times we do a lot of interior design where we're doing fixtures, furnishing, equipment, all sorts of stuff. Because I like the holistic vision of a project. If we stick to just architecture, that's like walls, maybe some lights, and floor finishes, maybe. It can be very, very sparse. Because ultimately for architecture, it's space. It's the greater spatial impact, Is this living room large enough? Is this bedroom the right size? These kind of things. There's a bit of a blurred line because it's like you kind of need to know how big a bed needs to be, which is that's interior's side, to know, if this bedroom is large enough. But in general, there are some lanes, and I tend to not stay in them. For this particular client, they're like, we're builders. We don't need all the bells and whistles. Just send us a proposal for architectural services, for permits and things like that. So that's what we did. That's exactly what we did. We sent a proposal that was pretty skimmed down to like, if you want construction permits, this is what you're gonna get. And there's a lot of detail you don't really need for permits. You don't need to tell the city, what kind of flooring you're using or what kind of light fixtures you're gonna have or what kind of, the city doesn't really care what the material finish is of the space. They just care about life safety and fire safety and headroom clearances, like if your stairs work, things like that. Do you have enough exits kind of thing? Those kind of, they're building code related things that are basically checking off certain boxes. Is there carbon monoxide detectors? Are there smoke detectors? Is there a strobe so that if you're hearing impaired, you can still visually see that there's a problem kind of thing? These are pretty simple things to tick off on a list, along with the engineering that's involved. So we sent a relatively thinned out proposal. Just today they called back and they're like, well, what if we wanted to do some 3D? Like, what if we wanted to do some walkthroughs? And so it's talking about, okay, well, that's going to be an extra cost, because it's extra work we have to do. Just human mind trust, human man hours, or human hours. And so very positive. So a phone call like that, it leads towards potential signing of a client, which is really exciting. It always is exciting. So hopefully we land this one. Other things going on in the office, we're we have this kind of crazy brick pattern on this particular project, and the masons have finally gotten the design, and they're like, this particular brick that we chose, they don't love it. they would rather use a modular brick, which is with grout, basically 8-inch modulars, 8-inch rhythm with a thickness of almost 4 inches. It's 4 inches with grout, so a half brick is actually a turned brick. So we're in the middle of redesigning that to make sure, well, not redesign, we're in the middle of reformulating that to make sure it works with the new brick type, with the windows and doors. And so, that's kind of an exciting thing in the office. And we redesigned the website. Well, not a full redesign. We re-envisioned what the website can be. For so long, our images were kind of smaller. It's a little more curated. And I've always wanted a more fresh kind of website. So this we've kind of filled up the screen with images, give you kind of a more immersive feeling with the way we've done it. So hopefully you can check it out. But that's it for now. Talk to you soon. Cheers.